Still talking music, American-based Nigerian gospel singer Emmy Odunze, popularly known as Emmy Odunze, has claimed that the popular Akaya chorus was written and composed by his late father, Dr. Don Odunze, and now he has covered it into a full-length music 16 years after his father passed. The singer, who had been singing since the age of 12 back in Nigeria, explained to Entertainment News on Channels Television how he nurtured his love for music after he couldn't cultivate his passion for football when he moved to the United States of America at the age of 18. The preacher's son also said his musical influences range even outside the walls of the church, with the boy band Boyz II Men and Fred Hammond top of the list. Aside of his new Akaya track, Emmy is also working on a feature movie production, hoping to tell the story of African immigrants in the Western society.
Akaya is an amazing song. Akaya means the hand of God. It's an Igbo song. It's amazing. It's out on all digital platforms. This song is very personal because this song had been in my heart to record it for about 3 years now, but I just kept putting it off, you know. But 2 years ago, I was in Lagos and I decided to record the song because it just kept coming back to my spirit. And on the night before we were going to get in the studio, I was at my sister's house in Nigeria and I was talking with her. I said, hey, I don't know, do you remember this song? Akaya, Akaya, you know? And she was like, of course, how can I forget? Dad wrote it. I had no idea my dad wrote this song because it's one of those, it's become public domain. We've been singing it all our lives as kids. And I was like, man, I sat on that couch for the next 1 hour. I was really crying because my dad already has passed, has gone to be with the Lord for the past 16 years now. So it took on a whole new meaning. I called my producer, Wills, and I said, look, bro, look at what I'm just discovering. We have to do this right. And I spared no resources. When I say we spent money, when you see the video, every single instrument in the song was played live. I mean, a live instrumentalist sat down, listened for several hours, and you know that cost a lot of money, and played them. Even the bass line, I heard it in my dream. I play bass. So I woke up, I sang it into my phone, I sent it to my producer. I said, this is the bass line. That's how special this song is. And I know it's going to bless the world as we continue to promote it and spread it. Man, I grew up playing soccer. I actually thought I was going to play. Everybody thought I was going to play professionally. But then before I left for the US, and when I got to the US hadn't really embraced football yet, you know, so went the education route instead. But everybody thought I was going to play professional soccer. So I love football. Well, it's like, how do I put it? I wouldn't even say music took it over because music was just as much a part of my life growing up as football was. So when I stopped playing, when I didn't play football professionally, let's just say I channeled all the energy into education and into music. So it's not like music took from it. Music was always there. If anything, music was there before football because I was really, literally born into music. Hey, in secondary school, everybody had access to Boyz II Men. You know, it wasn't just Boyz II Men, it was Fred Hammond, Winans, and I just loved vocals. Till tomorrow, my favorite genre of music is a cappella, just voice. So I loved what Boyz II Men could do with their voices. I loved what the Winans could do with their voices, especially quartets, you know, men singing groups. I was in a singing group. I don't even know how many growing up. as people grew and grew apart, we'll form another one. People move, we'll form another one. So that's why they had those kind of influences on me. And like you said, how did I have access? My parents traveled a lot. They used to travel to the US and everything. They would bring integrity music home, Ron Kennedy, Don Moen. This was when integrity music was just coming out, and Maranatha, and I would just sit in my room for hours just listening to those things on a small cassette radio.
Jesus, we crown you the Lord of Lords. Are you ready? Now for what is done. Praise the Lord.
My dad was a minister, Reverend Dr. Don Odunze, Family Circle Ministries, and he used to take me on seminars. Marriage seminars. He used to be a marriage counselor, and one of such seminars was Word of Life Bible Church Warri with Papa Orisi Jaffo. I was very, very young, and on one of those occasions, he just, right before he was going to preach, he just said, "Hey, Emmy, would you like to sing something?" Because I was always singing in the car. I was always singing in the kitchen with my mom. I would attend choir rehearsals with my dad was a music director for 37 years in Assemblies of God Church, Owani, Enugu. And I said, yeah. And I was, of course, so anxious and nervous. But then I think I sang Blessed Assurance that day, and my eyes were closed. By the time I opened my eyes, man, everybody was on their feet. People were coming to the altar. And you can imagine, very little boy having that experience. And from that moment, I was like, wow, I just knew this was what I was born to do.